Chris wouldn't let me say.
Can
we still qualify?
you're giving it a glorious name, Shambolic.
Shambolic.
Abysmal.
Abysmal.
I don't know.
Put all of them together.
I don't know what I'm taking to qualify that. I'm too pained that Philly the judge had to disappoint us like this. Why on
after
earth?
All the support?
I mean, we've been clamoring for home coach.
And now we have one.
And now we have one. Instead of him to help us to be established, he's now trying to destabilize us. On earth, what has he to do with Onuachu?
Indeed,
starting again.
Starting, you don't even need to invite him because he's not good in form. He's not in form. Iwobi is down in form. Allow him rest. Get other players, and the worst of all, he got new crop of players to prosecute a qualifier. You would have allowed those people to stay, qualify with the materials that were on ground that have mastered the system. Then use friendlies because there's still time to bring these ones and begin to tinker them into the system. Or you decide to bring a new crop of people that did not even understand the other. They were just like individually playing on their own. To make matter worse,
at some point without direction.
No, that's what I'm saying. They were just being individualistic. Well, and to make matter worse, our brother Lukman, because of the Europa he won, he refused to float ball for people to score. He wants to score even when he's not in a position, playing like Chelsea up front. It was annoying.
To me, I think in as much as we know that Philly the judge did not get it right, because how on earth will you go and bring in a defender, that number 5, I can't remember his name now, from a Tanzanian league that is ranked 42 in Africa? That is, I argue this with somebody that Philly the judge do not look the way of home-based players. Then again, I think even though I was not in New York, but I was inside the camp of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Yes, let's just cut Philly just some slack because the boys didn't try. I was reliably informed by a renowned journalist in the camp that these boys were eating what they are not supposed to eat. They are partying, granting unnecessary interviews, carrying women. So how then do you expect them to perform?
Where was the coach?
No, not even the coach.
No, you said let's cut it.
No. It is not the duty of the coach.
It's not the duty of
yes, they have a captain, they have a camp commandant. The coach may be in his room or wherever he may stay.
If you can get the information, why would you not get that information?
Somebody is being paid to manage the camp as a camp commandant. So yes, I know that tactically and otherwise, yes, he didn't get it right. But the players too,
Off the pitch, behind the scene, professionalism was lacking. In the sight of the players, they were not professional enough to be able to be disciplined,
granting unnecessary interviews, playing the MP3 all over the hotel.
Okay, before we come back and look at other analysis, my Odi, let's take a break now. We spoke to some sport journalists about the shambolic abysmal performance of the Super Eagles. Let's get some of their reactions. I'll be right back.
Well, a lot of people think that this match was played in Port Novo or in Benin Republic. This was a neutral venue. One expected that with the pedigree of the Super Eagles of Nigeria in African football, especially on the heels of their second place position in African Cup of Nations, should overwhelm the cheaters of Benin Republic. But it was the other case round. If you look at it, the Super Eagles scored first. We want them to build on it because they needed it more. But they allowed the Beninois to come back twice in the first half, and that was it. It's a big dent and heartbreaking for most followers of football in Nigeria that we may not be going to the World Cup again, consecutively, and this is really, really sad. We expected that we will be going to the World Cup, especially with the caliber and the quality of players we have, but it looks like we are back to square one. Everybody is calling on Finidi George. Yes, he should share in the blame. He's been given responsibility for 4 matches now. He's lost 2, drawn 1, and won only 1. And he's lost a critical game in this encounter because it was a neutral venue. It was an opportunity for him to spring back, to at least the top position in qualifying for the group. You are aware that 9 countries plus 1 will be going to the Nations Cup and to the World Cup for Africa. And it will be so sad that Nigeria will not be among the 10 teams that will come in.
It's been bad because I expected something better than what they've put up to the table so far. they've played so many games, and all we have mega points that we've amassed so far, and it's a bad one. 4 games, and out of the 4, you only have about 3 points. I think it's very very poor, and I feel the guys who are in charge of the Super Eagles should do better. The players should do better, because one thing, when the results are bad, the blames will be on the manager, but eventually it is the players who go to the field to play. So I feel the players should have put up a better fight, because as it were, we are almost out of the race to go for the World Cup, and it's a shame. Last one we didn't go. This time around we won't be going. I don't know how it is, but for me, I feel really sad.
In the first place, I want to say that I really sympathize with him. I didn't really want a local coach at the starting point. And when stakeholders in Nigerian football decided to go for a local coach, because it was a general opinion, I had no option but to bow. But the point is that he came at the wrong time. In the middle of a World Cup campaign, we are bringing a local coach to come and do what? To come and perform. So,
Are you saying that the timing was wrong?
yeah, the timing
coach?
of appointing a local coach was wrong. It was very, very wrong. I remember I advised NFF. I advised NFF that they should allow the former foreign coach to continue after the Nations Cup, after the successes of the Nations Cup. The ideal thing would have been for the former foreign coach to continue and take us through the World Cup qualifier.
A very good situation. Even Finidi George himself knows that he's in a very, very bad situation. He knows that the results are not really the right ones that Nigeria really clamor for. So I understand people's agitation about calling for his sack and all that, but it's something that we don't have to just blame one person in this situation. There are several factors that have led to this. We see how our players are coming for these particular qualifiers in bits. I don't know if they have that feeling that they will be running over the likes of Benin Republic or South Africa.
There is no way to sugarcoat it. When you get 3 draws from 4 games and 1 loss, 3 points from a possible 12 points, it's a poor performance. But we should also remember that Finidi George has been in charge for 2 qualifying games for the World Cup. The first 2 games he wasn't the one in charge, so it's not entirely his fault that we are where we are right now. But it's a difficult position to be in. It's not the kind of position you would think that the Super Eagles of Nigeria should be in, considering the kind of teams that are in our groups, a group that has teams like Rwanda, Lesotho, Zimbabwe, and Benin Republic, and then you find Nigeria number 5 in the group after 4 matches played. It's not a really good position to be.
I'm an optimistic person. I believe that we still have chance to qualify, because we still have about 6 matches.
6 matches.
Yeah, 6 matches to go. So there are still chances. If we can win about 5 of our games, then we are good to go. So this panic of Nigeria will not qualify, Nigeria will not qualify. To me, as a sports journalist, I believe that Nigeria will qualify.
All right, Toyo Rebere is the only journalist among all the journalists interviewed that said he believes Nigeria is going to qualify. Please hit us